YouTube, how's it going? It's your girl Nana Kunana. Today is June 23rd, 2018, and I am 7 weeks post-op from a tummy tuck, lipo, and BBL. And let me show you what I look like. Chair. So this is me. I'm swollen. I haven't worn the stage 2 faja in 2 days. I have to actually wash it, and so that's why I haven't worn it. But I threw this one on because I am really achy and I need the compression because it really does help. So from the side with the stage 2 faja, this little fat pocket right here isn't really there. This is also my bra, but it's not really there with the stage 2 faja plus this on top. So I definitely have to put it back on as soon as possible so I don't get, you know, a permanent dent. This is my booty. Another semi-side shot. Hey. So this is what I am looking like. My husband's gonna kill me when he sees that. So today I wanted to do things just a little bit differently. I wanted to do a Q&A. I have some people who do follow me and they've been asking a couple questions, and just in case anyone else had a couple questions or the similar questions, it would be answered. And I do have a couple questions that I want to ask, and then obviously, you know, answer the question because I think that they're just as important. So let's get into it. Before that, this is the second time I'm filming this. The first video was 30 minutes long, and then when I looked at it, I'm just like, no one's gonna sit there for half an hour and watch that video. So Michelle, humble yourself. You're not that big of a YouTube sensation just yet. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm humbling myself, and I'm gonna narrow this down as quickly as I can. Okay, so question 1. What was my weight before the surgery and now after surgery? Before surgery, I was 185 pounds. Yeah, 185 pounds, and I'm 5 feet tall, and my BMI was a 36. So I know that the max that they will supposedly, you know, do surgery on is a 35 BMI. I was a 36, and there was other girls at the recovery house who looked like they must have been bigger than me. And their BMI must have been higher than mine, and they still got operated on. So it's not to say don't lose the weight because she's still gonna operate on you. It's just to say that I would say don't stress out so much about it if you're already happy with the current weight you're at. I'm not too unhappy with my body right now. I actually like, you know, my big thighs, my big butt. My arms I could definitely work on, but I'm pretty much okay with my body, so whatever. Number 2, I had someone ask, can you sit on your butt? Yes, I can sit on my butt. I've been sitting on my butt straight from surgery. Dr. Robles said I could. There was no need for no BBL pillow or any of the sort, a boppy pillow. I didn't have to get that either. So I've been sitting on it perfectly fine. She has told other people the same, other patients that, you know, I've met at the recovery house, the same thing. You could just sit on your ass. It's perfectly fine. And we've all been sitting on our asses, and I'm pretty sure we're all pretty content with our booties. I mean, look at mine. I'm really happy with it. If it would have been bigger had I mean, it probably would have been bigger had I been sitting on a boppy pillow, you know, taking some of the pressure off of my butt. Maybe, I don't know. I don't care. I'm happy. So just listen to your doctor. Robles said we didn't need no boppy pillow, nothing like that. If your surgeon says it, then you should listen to what your surgeon is saying, because I'm not a doctor and I don't want to be liable for nobody's crap. Someone asked if I have before and after pics. I do have before and after pics. I will put a picture of the way I looked like before, and then my after will be the way I look like now, so you guys can compare the two, okay? And it's definitely a big difference. You're going to be blown away. What hurts more, the BBL tummy tuck or the lipo? The tummy tuck doesn't hurt whatsoever. I don't feel no pain from it at all. The lipo and the BBL hurt like crazy. They hurt. The lipo is everywhere that they lipoed, that's where I'm hurting at. the BBL, it was only at the top of my butt. Let me show you really quick. Just like right here. Right here. So this is like the top of my butt. And then right here is like where my back is starting. Right here I had a lot of pain. A lot of pain. It was, I actually asked one of the girls there at the recovery house, her name is Yvette Camilo. And I had asked her, you know, how did it feel like for her? And she said it felt like she was sitting like on a piece of wood. And it was just so painful. It was a constant piece of like a thin strip of wood on her butt. And that's exactly what it felt like. And it was so funny that she put it into words that way, because that's exactly what I felt. So Yvette, thank you for that, because that really did help out in explaining what it felt like. Okay. Really quick, I forgot to put the after surgery. I'm so sorry. My weight after surgery. After surgery, I'm still 185. I don't, and it's kind of hard to figure out what your weight is for the simple fact that it's two different scales. You know, when you weigh yourself, you're supposed to stay on the same scale, not weigh yourself nowhere else. So I weighed myself in DR was 185. If I weigh myself here, I'm saying the same thing, 185. And at that, they took fat out, put only a little bit back in, but they took a lot of fat out and they took some skin off. So you would think that you're supposed to be smaller, but I'm not sure. I'm not going based off of the scale anymore. I'm just going based off how I look and how I feel. That's just going to be the bottom line. I wish that I could tell you, yeah, I lost like 15 pounds so far, and I didn't. I don't know. Hey. Okay. When was I able to stand up straight? I was able to stand up straight 3 weeks post-op with, well, only for a certain amount of time. So I could, you know, do a couple things in the kitchen if I needed to, but after a while my back was already killing me, so I had to like take a seat. Or I would, you know, like if I was in the kitchen, I'd put my hands against the counter, have to stretch, adjust my back, and then I could stand up straight again. By 4 weeks, I was standing up perfectly fine, no problem, no assistance, nothing. I didn't have to really adjust my back or anything like that. Everyone is different, so don't be discouraged if you're already 4 weeks post-op and you're still not standing up straight. Everyone is completely different. I was standing up a lot straighter than other women at the recovery house, so don't think that your recovery goes based off of my recovery, because it doesn't. There are other women who are probably standing even straighter than me, earlier than me. So it all just depends. Everyone is completely different. I will say though, when I would sit down at the recovery house and home, when I made it back home, if I was sitting down, I would constantly stretch my back and my shoulders. And don't do too much, because obviously the incision is still fresh, but I will always stretch my back a lot. And walking does help. Please do your walking, ladies. It helps. Will I do a try-on haul? I had someone ask me told me that I should do a Fashion Nova haul. And as much as I would love to do a Fashion Nova haul, at the present moment, I don't have the funds to buy anything for myself, not even a Walmart outfit. After the surgery, I came home and we got the apartment right away, so we had to drop a couple bands for that. And now my mother is sick and I have to go up to Jersey within like the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm going to be there for maybe a month or two. So it's just money that just has to come up. It's like a lot of stuff is falling into our lap right now, and we're so tight on money that I cannot do a Fashion Nova haul, or any haul for that matter. However, I did have the idea of trying on old clothes and doing a video about that, because I have a couple dresses that I wore and I have pictures of when I wore them before and they look nice on me, but I had a faja on. Now I want to try without the faja, because I no longer need it for that. So if you guys want to see that video, definitely let me know, and I'll probably make that, because I think that'll be interesting. So I'm gonna do like my old clothes try on haul, and I think you guys will probably want to see that, because I know I want to try on all these clothes that I have there and see what I look like now. I know I'm a little banging. What do I put on my scar? I put bio oil only. That's all I'm putting on my scar. I have so little left. It's probably only going to be for like today and tomorrow. That's all. And then what I'm going to do after that is put coconut oil. I know I've heard of Manuka honey, but I want to try the coconut oil first because I use that a lot. And I already know that that is really helpful in everyday use. So I'm going to try that. Take a picture before, start applying that onto my scar. Maybe after a couple weeks, take another picture and see how my progression is. And if it works, guys, I will put a video, show you guys, and hopefully I can find a really good scar treatment. Okay. How long did I stay in DR? I stayed 10 days in DR. Exactly 10 days. I flew out May 2nd. I was out by May 12th. I would suggest if you come the day before the surgery, like an early flight, you can get all of your exams, all the analysis that they like to do. You can get them all done the day before the surgery. I flew out 2 days before because that's what they were saying. Oh, you need at least 2 days for exams and analysis. You really only need one. It only took me 3 hours to do my analysis, so you don't need to be there that long. How long do I wear the faja and when did I put it on? I put the faja on 12 days after surgery. They cleared me for it. I had to send them pictures. I ended up sending them a video of what my body looked like. She cleared me and then I put it on. Actually, I put it on before she even cleared me because I was so much pain, so swollen, so stiff that I knew that I needed the faja. So that's what I did. And how often do I wear it? I wear it all the time. I sleep in my stage 2 faja. You have to wear it as much as you can. There's some days where I won't wear it. For example, the last 2 days I didn't, but that's why I had to end up putting this one on because now I'm swollen. Now I'm in pain. My body aches. I need to wear my faja. You need to wear your faja. I know that it's a bitch. You don't want to wear it. Sometimes you feel like it's just too constricting or it's just too hot to wear it. I understand. Please wear your fajas. It's really going to help out a lot. Okay. Someone had asked if they could bring like their family members, like, you know, like a husband, a boyfriend or whatever. Yes, you can bring family members. If it's a girl that you're bringing, like another female that's coming with you, you can stay in one of the rooms that they have and you might have one extra guest with you. I'm sorry, not like another extra patient, I'm sorry. But if you're coming with a male, you have to let them know ahead of time because they have to make arrangements to get you a private room because there are a lot of other patients there who are recovering from surgery and, you know, they need their privacy. So yes, you can bring family members, just let them know. And then you may have to pay extra. So I think it's $55 a day. I'm not sure 100% because I didn't bring anyone, but I think it's like $55 a day and that includes food and transportation. So, but just verify that in your quote. Okay. And what recovery house did I stay at? I stayed mainly at New Girl, but you have to stay 3 days at the deluxe recovery house. It's mandatory. It's in the quote. So I don't recommend the deluxe house, but then again, it's not a recommendation. It's mandatory. I did not like my stay there. I love that I met so many new women and was able to, you know, stay in contact with them even after the surgery. I love that. But I did not like to stay there at all. When they finally sent me back to the New Girl Recovery House after 3 days, I was so happy. And they were happy to see me too. And that's what I love about them. But, you know, I was really happy to have left that place. My other videos where I was at the deluxe house, if you guys want to know what I was unhappy with, just check that video out. Okay, someone had asked me how many liters of fat was taken out. I asked the doctor and they didn't have that information for me. I think maybe they would have had it straight from surgery, but they don't have it now, and I'm not going to stress about it. You know, I don't know how many liters of fat they took out, but I know they took out a lot of fat, and I'm happy with my results. I don't know how much skin was taken off of me, how much it weighed, but like I said, I know they took it out, and I'm happy, and that's all that matters. So weight and liters, it would have been nice to give you the numbers, but it's just not possible right now. So a couple of people have asked how much were the IV bags and the thromboside cream. The IV bags are $60 each. The thromboside is $40. And I know that they like to get you to buy blood thinners. I can't remember how much the blood thinners are because I didn't have to buy them. One of the girls at the recovery house, Nairobi, she hooked me up with them. And don't start thinking that she's going to hook you guys up. All right, let me just let you know right then and there. She hooked me up, okay? But I'm supposed to buy it. And it's not like she had extra from her that she had brought from her house that she gave to me. So, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was probably like $100 for the blood thinners. So, you know, you're gonna need that too. They like to give that to you like 2 days before you leave. So just, you know, so your flight is all smooth and your blood is circulating perfectly fine. Okay, how much did I pay? I completely forgot to upload all this information, and I know that you guys most likely wanted to know. My quote for a tummy tuck, BBL, and lipo was $5,350, okay? Out of pocket extra that I paid would have been the airline ticket, which was $322, and I got that off of Spirit, and that was a round trip with my checked bags, and I also had an upgraded seat coming back home. And I actually got a really good deal on that. My sister Glory, shouts out to Glory, she actually has sent me a coupon code, or like a discount code that came in through her email, and she called me and gave it to me, and I booked my flight instantly. So she definitely came through for me. So big ups to Glory, that's my sister. And I paid $300 for the blood transfusion. It's 2 bags of it, so they're $150 each. I'm not sure if it was a pint or not, but I know I had to pay for 2, so I paid $300 for that. I paid $100 for the oxygen chamber. I went twice to the oxygen chamber, but I only paid once, and I paid for the first time before surgery, so pre-op. And then I had to pay $150 to see a pulmonologist, because the cardiologist asked me if I had asthma as a child, and I said, or no, he asked me if I ever had asthma before in my life. I said yes, as a baby. Oh, okay, well now you have to see a pulmonologist. That's $150. And if you don't, the doctor's not going to operate on you. Word to the wise, there are ways for them to take money out of you. If you've had asthma within, let's say, the last 2 years, definitely pay the $150. Because you need to. But for someone like me, who I hadn't had asthma since I was a baby, I'm 30 years old. You're going to tell me that something that happened from when I was a baby is going to affect me now? Whatever. But like I said, that's just my story. Everyone else is different. I definitely highly suggest to be 100% honest when you're there, because it's the difference between life and death. Okay? I was 100% honest, but in my case, $150 for something that happened when I was a baby compared to now shouldn't affect it at all. It is what it is. I paid the $150. I had my surgery. I'm 7 weeks now post-op. I'm happy. Okay? Some things that I wanted to suggest. Your incision. Especially right after surgery, when your incision is still healing, don't be cleaning your incision every day. The doctor told me that herself. Clean it every 2 to 3 days. Actually, she actually suggested every 3 to 4 days. I started cleaning mine every 3 days when I got home. When I was there, they cleaned my incision for me. I didn't have to worry about it. But when I was home, I cleaned it every 3 days. And I started noticing that the drier it gets, the faster it would heal. So that's what I'm saying. Don't wet it. You know, just don't clean it all the time, because the doctor says that you can actually infect it that way. So just stop messing around with it. Always have it covered. Once your scabs fall off and then you finally see the scar and everything looks like it's finally starting to heal, then you can clean it more often. I actually do it. Every time I take a bath, I'll go ahead and I'll just rub a little bit of alcohol on it every day. But I can do that now because I'm already healed. Okay? Sneezing and coughing, hold your belly every time. There is a Facebook page called Robles Dolls, and there's one girl on there who, I think she said she was like 10 weeks post-op, and she coughed and she ripped her muscle repair. She's 10 weeks, I'm 7 weeks. How the hell did that happen? It happened, you know, it's unfortunate that it happened, but the fact of the matter is that we think we're healed and we're really not. So when I have my faja on, I'm very snug, I'm very tight, but I still hold myself in. I will still hold myself in because I'm just not taking no chances. I have my phone in my hand, and if it gets in the way, I'm dropping it. I don't care. And I'm going to hold myself in, and I'm going to sneeze, and I'm going to cough, and I'm reassuring myself that I'm not going to rip. Okay? Prepare for the itch. This is the cream that I talked about in my last video. My husband went and got it. $5, Walmart. Equate brand, dry and itch. It really does help. I went from applying that one day, one night. I went from applying it once a day and usually at night to now I do it like 2 to 3 times a day. It gets so itchy. And right now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've only been up for 2 hours. I took a Benadryl last night and I knocked the hell out. So, yeah, what are you going to do? So just prepare for the itch. It's very uncomfortable. Get yourself a back scratcher. I have one and I scratch myself with it and it really does help to a certain extent, but just prepare for that. Also, be patient, ladies. I know you want to see results from one day to the next, but be patient. I'm seeing amazing results. I've seen other women who are, more ahead than I am as far as recovery goes, and they don't look as good as me. But everyone is different. It's not to say that it's not to say that they're bad or they're not. Everyone heals differently. I started healing. I started peeing a lot, and that's where all the inflammation is at. You have to get it out of your body. So my measures were, I was eating pineapple for breakfast. Recovery House, they was giving me a lot of pineapple. When I came home, pineapple for breakfast. I also had these pills, bromelain pills, pineapple extract in a pill form. I was drinking that. A couple times I did a water pill. Be careful with the water pills though. They lower your blood pressure. Be careful. So and a lot of walking. I took measures to get rid of a lot of this inflammation. So it's not to say that they're not taking the same measures. I'm just saying that I know the measures I took. So, and I'm still inflamed. I still have swelling in certain places, like my lower back or right here in the front of my belly. Everyone is different. So just be patient. Don't compare your results to everyone else. Everyone is so different. You would be so surprised. There's women who were probably who had surgery a couple days before me, and like I said, I was walking straighter than them. It just all depends on your body. Don't push yourself too much. You can hurt yourself. You can hurt the surgery. Okay? Also, as far as exercising goes, I spoke to Dr. Lebron just to make sure. I asked her about exercising. When can I? She says I can walk after 3 months post-op, running after 6 months post-op, light exercise. So that includes yoga, Pilates, stretching, aerobics, but light exercising. She said absolutely no weights until I'm 1 year post-op. 1 year. I know that sounds like a lot, but 1 year. So I am not going to complain about that. I'm not a big exercising person, but I do need to do something about these arms. So I'm going to try and incorporate some arm exercises that don't include weights, of course. And I will see how that goes. I definitely want to get rid of these guns, I don't want them there. But those are all the questions. I think that's all the advice I can give for now. If you have any other questions for me, let me know and I will answer them all, because just put them down in the comment section, because I'm glued to my phone right now. I like the feedback that I'm getting. One person told me I have body goals. You don't understand how happy that made me to know that I am someone's goal. Like they want their body to look like mine or similar to it. Obviously your body can't look like mine, but they like the shape. They want the same thing for themselves. That makes me feel amazing, because I don't know if I've ever been body goals for anyone. And maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but this is the first time I've ever heard it. And I love the compliment. It's an amazing compliment. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to give you one more twirl, because I love showing off my body. I'm not even going to lie. So here we go. My last twirl for this video. Oh, you know what? This ain't gonna be my last twirl. Let me show you what I look like without the faja. I want to give myself a rest anyways. Sorry guys. This one is tight. So these are really loose. But it's good. I like having that extra. I don't need to be tight all the time. So this is what I look like. See that? Oh God, it looks so much better without the faja because the faja bulks you up. This is actually flatter, but the faja actually bulks you up sometimes. So, but it just holds it in so good. See that? I am super duper happy. Look at that. Oh, I swear I'm not even sucking in. Look, this is how it is by I'm sucking in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Girl, you got that thing going on. Don't I? Did you see that sucking in part? Girls, get this? Get this. I'm telling you. Alright, so that is my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to hear anything else. Let me know if you guys want me to do that video where I'm trying on my old clothes. I would love to do that for you because I'm looking to put something on. Alright guys, bye.